Why, hello there. This is re-recording of the my first Plenty of Fish date video, simply because I looked like crap, and you know me, I kind of trail off when I'm doing videos. So this is hopefully a little more concise and sexy. Well, a lot more sexy because I've lost weight and looking pretty good. Anyhow, so I got on Plenty of Fish. I had just my marriage had ended, and I was trying to find somebody new, and I found someone on Plenty of Fish that was, we kind of clicked, and she was very pretty, very nice, and she didn't live too far away. But all of her pictures, for some reason, were like this, right? And to understand that most people took their pictures like that because you look good from this angle. See how fucking devastatingly handsome I am? Damn. Anyway, but yeah, all of her pictures were that way. I didn't think nothing of it. So I go to meet her, and the first thing I notice when I meet her, she's missing an eye. Now that's fine. I don't mind that. There's plenty of people missing different stuff, and like that's not going to matter. And plus, looks fade and all that. Not saying, what? I'm just gonna shut up. But anyway, it doesn't matter. All right. I don't care about that shit. So we met up, and she had to run up to her room to get something she had forgotten. But she lived in the student tower, so we had to go up the elevator and all that crap. And we get up there while she's getting her stuff together. I noticed that in her window, she has a giant dildo. And I mean, it's like, look at that. Look at that forearm there. Look at that Popeye shit going on. That's what she had in her window. Now, it was green. So part of me had wondered if it was, a plant dildo that had just grown in size. And that's why she had it in her window, just sitting there absorbing sun. Elsewise, I don't know why she'd have it in the window, but whatever. That's my guess. But it was a massive motherfucker, and I was a little bit intimidated. I mean, I ain't under average, and I'm a little above average. So, I still, you ain't competing with that, you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, but I shrugged it off, and we went on to dinner at the Chinese buffet, which, buffet probably ain't the best idea for a first date because people don't want to just gorge in front of somebody, right? But whatever. It's good. It was good food. So, and most everybody likes Chinese, so it was a good choice. So we go there and we're eating, and it's like a Saturday afternoon, and all of a sudden, these LARPers walk in. Now, if you don't know what a LARPer is, that's live action role playing. These are the dudes out with Nerf swords and cardboard tube samurai shit, beating the hell out of each other in the park, and then they come, after they're dorking out, they go to eat. It's a fellowship or some such shit. I don't know, fellowship of the fucking cock ring. I don't know. But anyway, so this guy walks in as the pack leader, obviously, because he's the tallest one and the one that looks like he's probably seen a woman naked. And he had a wolf pelt tied around his t-shirt, around his neck, like a cloak. And she sees this, and you can hear her panties explode, right? So she runs up to him and grabs his wolf pelt like this and starts rubbing it. And she's like, I like your pelt. And he goes, thank you, my lady. Like that and shit. Fucking disturbing as hell. And anyway, she's and comes back to the table. And the rest of the dinner, she starts talking about how she's going to go home and masturbate over Beowulf. Which, if she was jerking off over that dude, that's kind of fucking weird. But he wasn't as nearly as handsome as I am. But hey, wolf pelts, whatever. Anyway, so phone rings a little bit after that. Her cell phone does. And I'm figuring it's the bailout call, which for those of you that have not had to run into that situation, it's where someone is told to call at a specific time during the date so you can check in if they need to give you an excuse to leave it. So I figured that's what it was. And she says, oh my gosh, my friend just called and she needs us to go help her clean up her apartment. She lives in a basement and it's all flooded all over. And I'm like, wait a minute, we? So yeah, actually we go over there and we pick her up and we go buy things to clean up the basement. Don't worry, I didn't pay for it, so it's all good. I didn't simp out there. Don't you worry about your own Reno. I'm only a little simpy. So anyway, we go down there and we're cleaning up everything. And well, by we I mean me. And I'm sopping up stuff with all these towels they bought. They didn't buy a shop vac, which I mean, those ain't cheap anyway. But it'd been a little more effective. And so they give up about quarter of the way through. So I lose their help pretty quick. And they decide they're gonna, whip out the PS2 and start playing Dance Dance Revolution. So they're constantly replaying the same song over and over again on easy, which just so happened to be Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And you can hear the little pitter paddle of, water as they just step on their PlayStation dance pads in the water, which I probably ruined them, but I didn't ever have another interaction with that roommate to find out. But anyway, so finally I managed to clean stuff up, and I find this lady's freaking term paper in the water, and I'm able to pick it up and hang it up so it doesn't, hopefully she can salvage it or copy it over, in a copy machine or some shit, right? Because I don't know if she had it saved, but she was very, very upset because she needed that. So maybe it was her first draft. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Anyway, point is I saved the day because I'm fucking awesome. And then they challenged me to Dance Dance Revolution, and your boy Reno does not fuck around. So, I was just like, oh yeah, I'll dance with you. But they only want to dance to Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which, I guess that's fun for them. So, girls just wanted to have it. And anyway, I'm not saying I'm the smoothest dancer in the world, but I'll be damned if I can't dance on medium, at the very least. And so I did medium, and I stomped them both to death. Not actually, this is not a crime convention. But anyway, I defeated them in the art of Dance Dance Revolution. And they were a little bit miffed about it. But she's like, okay, well, we're done here. Let's go back to my place. And I'm like, oh, because, usually, sometimes, right? Hey, it's happened to me, believe it or not. That's why I have children. Anyway, so we get up to her room, and she has me listen to Christopher Lee sing the same song in different languages. It's a metal song. I couldn't tell you what it was. And then she decides she's going to have me watch the first half of the extended edition of Lord of the Rings. And then she tells me that, oh my gosh, I've got to go to bed and masturbate. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, like, do you need any help? Yeah, Moose. I was like, I was like that. I was like, oh, do you need help? And she said no, unfortunately. I mean, probably fortunately for me. If anything was like that, if she was, used to that giant dildo, there was no dent I was making in that shit. But anyway, she sent me on my merry way. And I told that story to my buddy Brett the first time, and he puts his giant arm around my shoulder. He was a very tall man. And he says, Luke, if you ever decide to kill yourself, I'm going to understand. So yeah, that was my first POF date. Now, I did have a couple of other dates with her. It was more of a friend thing, though. And, to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that. So we went to see the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, which was god-awful. And I helped her with some paper. She had to do a speech and something ended up coming up. She ended up having to borrow a knife from me because some dude was stalking her, and then she moved, and that's all I heard of her. But hope she's good wherever she is. And like I said, that was my first POF date, and it was kind of a train wreck. But hey, at least I didn't end up, dead and missing kidneys or something, right? So, but be careful out there. Not everybody is who they seem to be, and hey, nothing wrong with just going on a date, and if it doesn't work out, and maybe you get a friend. So don't be afraid. Hey, at least you're probably not going to have the same experience I had, right? Anyways, if you guys like this, I've got plenty of more dates and stuff like that I could talk about, or, I've already talked about stuff like getting drunk in Kentucky, so you can check out the rest of the Life and Times playlist for that. But anyway, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed that, and behold my beauty. I want to behold your beauty. I'm sorry, that was creepy. My bad. All right, take it easy.